Good morning. How are y'all doing this morning? I will admit that it is not morning for me. Normally, I do film these in the morning. I had plans for an entirely different video, but I did not succeed in finishing my project that I was wanting to finish. So I didn't get to make that video, and that's okay. You'll see that Thursday. Have you ever put a deadline on yourself to the point to where you can't do anything? Well, that's kind of where I was. I I'm making this cardigan, and this is the original cardigan that I wanted to make. The one I showed y'all, the finished object I showed y'all a week or so ago, was a spin-off of an idea for this cardigan. So I didn't get it done. And I really wanted to show y'all because I pushed myself to the point to where I was forgetting basic things, and I've been crocheting and knitting way too long to forget basic things. But, it is what it is. So I did have, as you can see in my thumbnail, I went to Dollar Tree and found some of the 1-pounders that they had on sale for $5. Um, I got a lot of them, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I posted a picture of them on Facebook on a friend of mine's Facebook group. I'm not going to say who because I got slapped at pretty much by sharing it. And it's not uncommon. For whatever reason, someone strikes out at someone else online, and it's easier for them to do that because they're not face to face. Because I seriously doubt this woman would have ever said anything to me face to face about it. But it was pretty much along the lines of I wiped Dollar Tree out and didn't save any for anybody else. And I didn't do that. I went to 3 different Dollar Trees because um, when Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches, when I first seen her post on it, she said that she had went to a Dollar Tree Plus, and I don't have any Dollar Tree Pluses here, so I figured I would check all mine to see. And every store I went to had them. The first store, the normal store that I go to, didn't have. They only had white and the forest, which is like an olive green. That's all they had. Now they had put theirs out the day before, so I got like 3 whites and 1 forest there. And so I went to 3 different ones, right? But anyway, I did get a lot, but I got it from 3 different stores. So I didn't wipe any store out. Um, but I do a lot, I told y'all, I want to say about a month or so ago, that I needed to get started on my charity, my donations, because I haven't gotten it ready for the senior citizens charity that I do. So this will help me in a large part of that. I can do a lot of hats and scarves and even blankets with these that I got. So I got the garnet, okay, and this hurts my heart because it is garnet. I wish it was red because this is the Carolina Gamecocks color, which is a rival to my football team, the Georgia Bulldogs. It's a friendly rival, but it's a rival nonetheless. So I don't know. So I got the garnet. I got denim, which I really like this color. Now, I was very surprised. I've only had two other Premier purchases other than the sock yarn that was buying years ago. This stuff is super soft. Now, I was scared that being a Dollar Tree, I knew it was Premier, so everything I've gotten from from Premier has been really soft. But I thought it was a yarn line softness, you know. You know how like Red Heart isn't as soft as Red Heart with Love. So I thought it was kind of like that, but these are soft. It's a very good value acrylic. Oh, and these are 1 pound for $5, right? And it has the little Premier made that on there. It's printed on there. So it was strictly for Dollar Trees. Now this one is it's 16 ounces because it is 1 pound, and it's 982 yards. Put that up there. I hope you can see it. 16 ounces, 898 meters, and 982 yards of really soft, good value acrylic. Now, that cardigan I told you, now I will make some things for my website and some things just to make, but the large part of this will be going toward those donations. And I got the black because this is a good staple. Now I did like I was about to tell you, I used the white for the cardigan that I'm making, and it is very nice to work with. I was very surprised. Like I said, being a value acrylic, I was surprised. Now, this is the Forest. This is the olive green. The name of it is called Forest, but to me, I don't know if the camera's really showing it. It looks like an army olive green. I don't really have much use for that as far as my personal making stuff, but like I said, a lot of this is for the senior citizens, so that would be a very good like masculine hat and scarf set. Um, this would be a good, good. Actually, all of these would go together really, really well. Now, that's the only 5 that I've seen that Dollar Tree had, the the 5 colorways. I mean, the 5 different colors. But the I'm sorry, I'm so discombobulated, y'all. I took my grandson, and I'm leaning back because I have I'm doing some organizing in this little area right now. I got this from Dollar Tree, and so my chair's pulled out. But I got this little handy little doohickey from Dollar Tree, and it works perfectly to slide between my little bins that I got at Amazon, off Amazon years ago, and it's perfect for those little balls of Big Twist. I forgot to bring my water in here. That's okay. It's not going to be a super duper long video anyway. But anyway, so I'm kind of leaning back because my chair is so pulled out with everything trying to get organized back here. And I feel like I'm like almost kissing the camera here. So if I'm really up close and personal today, I'm sorry. We will go back to our regularly scheduled program later. But I'm discombobulated. I'm tired. It's 5 o'clock. My brain's done had enough today. I did so I took me and my daughter-in-law took my grandson up to Adventure, which is a interactive learning experience part of the museum for children. And at 4 years old, I really thought he was at the age to where he would really enjoy it. But I was joking with my daughter-in-law, and I said he's like a little bee in a field of wildflowers. He was just wanting to jump from this to this to this to this and this and this and this and this. And while it was fun, he didn't really want to do any one thing for very long. I'm talking a very short chunk of time. The biggest thing he loved was the grocery store in it, but I don't know if I can film in there, but I would love to kind of show y'all, or even, if you have kids or your grandkids or whatnot, look up your local museum and see if they have an adventure, some kind of interactive thing at your local museum, because it was like $13 for each of us to get in, including my grandson at 4 years old. But it was worth it to me. I do think that we will try to let him get a little bit older and see if his attention span, can hold up. But so if I'm a little discombobulated, I am sorry. So y'all seen all of the 5 different colors of the 1 pound. It's Premier just 1 pound. I love them. Now, when I was there, I got the little one that I showed you that's holding my big twist yarn. Now I'm going to insert a video here. I got a vacuum bag, a vacuum seal bag. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that. Okay, so here I have a vacuum sealer bag with those big 1 pounders that I bought from Dollar Tree. And this is the storage bag, the vacuum thing that I bought. All right. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is I've already done it once, and this is how tightly packed these, or tightly wound these things are, because when I'm trying to do this one-handed. All right, I got my vacuum here. Oops. Now we're gonna put this, I don't know if I can do this. We're gonna try it, okay? It's gonna be loud for a second, so you might wanna mute it. Or I might see if I can get my son to edit the sound out. Okay. So that was the extent of the vacuuming. It sealed it, yes. But as you can see, it didn't really pack it down that much. I mean, there's no air in it, but I was hoping it would be a space saver, but it's not. Okay, so y'all see, I'm going to show you on here, and this thing is heavy. This is what it looks like after I vacuum sealed it. Oops, I forgot to put my little thing back, so I got to put my little cap back on that. And it vacuum sealed it. But you literally cannot squeeze this anymore. There's no room. It's as flat as it's going to get. Now, I will show you what the white looks like without being compressed. So you can kind of see how much it actually shrank. But it's not shrinking any more than this. These are some solidly wound skeins of yarn. This is 1 pounders. I mean, these are just, but it'll, until I get them all used, I'm going to I'm going to keep them in here. Now, I only bought the one because I wanted to try it. My daughter-in-law has bought plenty of vacuum seal bags over the years, and they've all failed and broken and whatnot. But I wanted to try it, so I did, and I love it, and I will be going back. I did stop at a Dollar Tree in Columbia today with my daughter-in-law and my grandson after adventure, but they didn't have I'm so lucky at I have four Dollar Trees here in Aiken, and all of them I'm impressed with, especially because I went to a Dollar Tree up in Columbia. Actually, technically, it's West Columbia, but that store was so sad. It was so sad. But if you do want some organizational things, those little cubbies, I think it holds 16 that I showed you. Oh, it's beautiful. Now, I did see on Facebook someone had used the little one, the small little Just Yarn balls, and it fit them. So it could either fit something small like Big Twist, or even the if you use Lily Sugar and Cream, it will fit the small 2 ounce balls, and then it fits those Big Twist. I don't I don't know. I didn't try it with my 4 ounce Lily Sugar and Cream, but I'm gonna get more of those. But the one in West Columbia didn't have it, so next time I head to town, I will go by my Dollar Trees again and see if I can't find more. Now, I was so excited. I bought this at Dollar Tree. Just a little Notions pouch. They call it a cosmetic bag. But look, I didn't see this in the store. The zipper's not even on there. And the way they have it sewn, there's no way for me to engage that zipper. Because goodness knows I've tried. And I was going to get another one while I was at that other store at West Columbia, and they didn't have it. They had a blue and green check, which I don't like those two colors together, and then I think they had a green and white check. Didn't want those. I like my little dark pink and light pink. And they have a blue and white that I seen at my local one here in Aiken, but I don't know. I just thought this was cute. Matches my nails, sort of, kind of, maybe. So if you're looking for yarn storage with those vacuum bags, you see how big this thing is. I mean, it's huge. I'm gonna see if I can get it all in the camera. Um, but for $1.25, you can't beat that. I will do that any day, and I'm going to get more for the rest of this yarn. Now, I told y'all that I was waiting for a local yarn store to open. I'll save that for after that. So I did get to go their very first opening day. Now they had a grand opening yesterday that I wasn't able to get to, but it is Three Crows Fiber in Augusta, Georgia. And it's three friends who got together and decided they were going to open a yarn shop because we didn't have one locally. I mean, we have the big box store yarn places, but we didn't have a local yarn store except up in Columbia. Or I think maybe Hilton Head has a yarn store. I can't remember. One of the ladies, Becca, I believe, at Three Crows Fiber was telling me about it. But I got this heavenly little thing. Now, I want y'all to look at this color. You know me, my blues and my purples. But this is divine. Now, if you'll remember when I went to Copious Fibers, I was looking for an indie dyer, a local indie dyer, so that I could have some local handmade yarn or hand dyed yarn. And they didn't have any. Well, Becca does these herself. Now, this colorway is, I'm thinking the colorway's name is Stacy. I'm hoping that's not the base that it's on, but I'm hoping it's the color. Now, the base right here, it's 80% extra fine merino, 10% mulberry silk, and 10% cashmere. Now, usually I will get, and it is fingering weight, I wanted to get this on a sock base. and the sock base has nylon in it. And I know I can hold nylon with this to make socks, but I don't think I am. I did reach out to her because I told her to let me know if she got any. She had one on a sock base, but it wasn't the colorway that I would want. So um, I would love this on a 75-25 base or 80-20 base. Anything with nylon in it, I would love that. And I love her colors. So I really would like to have this colorway on a sock base. And if she can't, I'll just tell her, look, reach out to me if you have any blues and purple combos. Because see, this one even has some almost teal colors in it too. It's kind of hidden. Hold on. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love this. Now, y'all know I'm not a hat person. I'm not a scarf person. Not a shawl person. But anything I make with this, I can always put it on my website. I will have had the fun of playing with it and working with it and enjoying it. And then I can just pass it on and sell it. Whatever I make with it, I can sell. And I was really regretting the purchase at first because of the fact that it's not a sock yarn and that's what I wanted. Um, but I also wanted to support the store owner and dyer, which is, the same person. But my daughter-in-law said, well, Miss Lynn, I know you don't wear those things, but if you want to make them, you can sell them on your website. And I said, good thinking. Good thinking. Now, this is from Ruby and Roses. Now, she's not local to me. She's in Indiana. One of my knitting podcasters that I watch all the time, Nitty Natty. Her name is Natalie. Her and Addie, which is Ruby and Roses, they're friends. And I have been watching this colorway because she showed it. Oh, I can't get this thing open. Oh, she showed it on. She had done a yarn tour at some store that Addie was doing a trunk show at, right? And sorry, I know this is kind of loud, but I'm trying to hurry up. But anyway, I seen this colorway and I was like, oh, I have to have this. I absolutely have to have it. So when she announced that she was going to be doing pre-orders for this, no, actually, it wasn't pre-orders. She was dyeing them, and it was in stock sale. So she has two different colorways that I bought. One is a sock set, and it's Lover, the Taylor Swift song. It's Lover, Addie's version, and High Society. So that is the sock set. I'm trying to see how to open this without it being uber duper loud, but I don't see a way not to do that. So I'm just trying to do it quick. Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay. I'm going to show you that one next. But this is what I seen that I want. Oh my gosh, this is so soft. Look at this. Now, this is the sock set that I was talking about. Oh, y'all. Okay, this is the base of this one is soft rose. And I'm telling y'all. Now, this is an 85-15 blend. It's 85 superwash merino and 15 nylon. But Oh my gosh, look at that color. And this will make, now this is the colorway. All right, this is Lover, Addie's version, and this is High Society. But oh, they're so soft. And see, I love the different colors in, and it even has a little bit of yellow in it. Wow. It's got pinks and purples and blues. And it looks like it might even have some specks. I can't tell if it's black or like a dark navy, or I don't know. It's just like ultimate sprinkles. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And I'm really excited to see how this is going to work up in socks. Now, this is 100 grams with, I think it's a 20-gram mini. There's no paperwork in here, so I can't remember. Actually, let me look. Hold on a minute. Let me look and see what that was. Okay, so yeah, it is a 20-gram mini. So I got 120 grams here. But, oh, and I don't really have much colors to, so I don't know. Should I make just a sock in just the big skein, the big hank, and then save the mini for something else? Or should I just knit up a sock with having this as my cuff? Oh, you know what? I could probably do about 10 grams for my cuffs. Because I would hate to, I don't wear my socks unless they're in my shoes because I don't walk around my house. I have carpet, and I don't want to wear socks, around the house, which I never have anyway. But I'm already unstable on my legs, so I definitely don't need any slipping in non-carpeted areas. But anyway, should I should I do it together, or should I just do just that and make some socks? But see, with 100 grams now, with 100 grams, I can make 2 pair of socks out of this. I will. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knit up. What do you think? With Do this with the cuff. I don't know if I want to do the heel with it. I just don't know. But see, if I do just the 2 cuffs, I could have enough left over to combine possibly with the other one, because the other one is Fake It Till You Make It, and it is 100 grams. Oh, look at these colors. I love this. And this is the soft rose base as well. It's the 8515 blend. But look at these colors, y'all. I'm not kidding you. This is fabulous. And that High Society would fit both. So, oh, I'm just so tempted to I'm so tempted to get out my Swift and get these going. So it's really not that bad, since Three Crows isn't a sock weight, because I have these two, and then I have that one from Copious Fibers that I bought. And I have my little Peyton's that I'm working on. That's my little travel sock. It's, mindless knitting type sock, but oh, look at these blues though. Just look at those blues. I was really waiting on this. I did spend more than I had planned on with this, but my socks, I've been knitting socks for 7 years, 8 years now, and I haven't had any problems with my socks, giving out on me or whatnot. But well, I do have one that has one little hole in it, one little hole, and that recently came up. So, and that was one of the first pairs that I had ever knit. So, I'm not surprised that it has a little bit of a hole in it. But can you imagine? I have way too many sock yarns as it is, but I would not mind if I had 365 pairs of socks. I'm kidding. But I don't mind having a lot of pair of socks. I really don't. I it's so funny because I can't feel my feet with neuropathy, but I love to have the sock yarn because I love hand knit socks. Um, it used to be that I the only thing I did in the girly realm, because I was raised a tomboy. I had three older brothers, so I was a rough and tumble little girl. And my only claim to girly was having my long nails. My nails I've had long since I was 16 years old, and I always do bright, pretty colors or fun colors or designs. And in fact, I'm gonna be doing something for Halloween here soon. So I keep them. Usually, I do keep. In the past 2 or 3 years, I've kept the hot pink throughout the summer because it's just easier. Um, Back when it was actually before COVID, I think the last time I let my friend, I have acrylic on top of them so they don't break. But I think the last time my friend did them was 2019. It was before COVID, but it just became such a hassle, And I was trying to work and trying to make time to go get my nails filled in and all that. Now I love her designs. Christy made awesome designs, but I just didn't have time for it. So I started looking into because I used to do my own, but it was a pain in the patootie. So when I found out about dip powder, I was all over that. I was over that like white on rice because it is so super easy and it's easy to maintain. Oh, I got something on my fingernail. Oh, you know what that is? I went to grab my grandson's. Um, we went by Chick-fil-A on the way back from whatchamacallit, and that's his ketchup because I grabbed his bag out of the back seat to throw away, and my finger went right in his ketchup. I thought I got it all off, but I came straight in and started filming, so sorry about that. Little glimpse of real life. But anyway, um, so this kind of gives you a thing of Addie in her Ruby and Rose's yard because it is so pretty. The way just her colors are really vibrant. I've never used it before, so this will be a test to see. I've mainly done mostly commercial available ready yarn. Um, I've done the KC cotton yarn in Hank's form, fingering weight from Joann's, and I had a couple Hanks that a friend gifted me, but they're very thick wool, and I really don't need it here in the South. Now, these right here, fingering weight wool, I don't mind because it'll actually keep you fairly cool. But when you get anything above fingering weight or maybe DK, I wouldn't even do worsted wool down here in the South, um, especially not in the summer. I would do fingering weight. I would make a shirt or a t-shirt or something out of this in a heartbeat. Just and I know that sounds counterintuitive. I know that, but wool is a very cooling fabric and warming fabric. It wicks the moisture away, so if you start to sweat, it just pulls it straight into itself off your skin. So it does keep you cool that way. And in the sun in the wintertime, of course, it keeps you warm and toasty. But this I don't have to worry about my feet sweating at all. And I told my daughter-in-law, she's like, I couldn't do handmade socks because my feet sweat so bad. And I'm like, it wicks it away. Excuse me. I do apologize for that. But see, I I'm tired. I don't even know how long I've been filming, but I'm gonna get off here in just a second. Um, I did make her a pair of black no-show socks, and she's all the time losing socks. So it didn't take long for her to lose them. Bless her heart, she has such a hard time keeping a hold of socks, matching pairs anyway. But I don't even think she really had a chance to try them, you know, much before she lost one and wasn't going to wear just a single sock. I mean, if you she wears Mitch Match store bought socks, but it's kind of hard to wear a Mitch Match hand knit and store bought. That would be too uncomfortable for me to even contemplate. So I'm not surprised. I'm so sorry. I hope y'all enjoyed the yarn that I showed you. Um, so the takeaway on the Dollar Trees, and the one in West Columbia had it today too, and it's not a plus store. So check your local Dollar Trees. You might be able to find those yarns. And Premier, y'all have knocked it out of the park. I appreciate it because I got my instantaneous gratification. I got your great yarn, and yeah. So I'm hoping that Premier continues this with Dollar Tree, and I think they should because I mean I would think they will because of the fact that it is selling like hotcakes. All of us creators and yarn fiber artists, and we love it because it is a good yarn for $5. You get pretty much 1,000 yards. That's 1,000 yards too, by the way, but that's bulky. But that's 1,000 yards. I mean, this is like a Karen 1 pounder, yeah, I think that's what they're called, Karen 1 pounders. So now Premier has a just 1 pound, but I'm gonna tell you something. This might be softer, maybe. I don't want to get up to compare it with the Karen, but I think this has a beat. But let's see if yours has one. Primarily, I got white and black. That was the most I got of each color. I think I have 3 blues and maybe 3 garnet and 1 forest, but the rest was white and black because that's just a staple. I can knock out quite a few blankets and take them to the senior citizen center and donate them. But anyway, Go check it out. Hopefully you'll find some. And if you have a local yarn store around you and you do use a fingering, which now, to be fair, both Three Crows Fiber here in Augusta and then the Copious Fibers up in Columbia, they have different weights of yarn. You know, they have um, lace and mohair all the way up to super bulky and chunky and whatnot. But I tend to go with either a fingering weight or worsted. Now I have used that cardigan that I made that I showed y'all last week or so. That was a DK, and I didn't mind crocheting with that. I thought I was the first cardigan that I made that I put in timeout, which I'm going to end up ripping out now because I may make another hexagon cardigan with that color because that was a pretty gray. Um, I thought I would like knitting with it better, but I don't. I think it's most fitted to the granny stitch. I had such a hard time trying to find a stitch to go with that yarn, but the granny stitch seems to be the one. And I'm not going to make a blanket. I tried a corner to corner with that green, but it wasn't appealing to me. That hexy cardi was perfect for that. So I think I'm going to make some of those and get that little bit of stash used up. Um, and who knows, I might put it on my website. By the way, oh, well, by the time you see this, it'll be over. I had a code, but it was only from Sunday to Sunday. It was a week long. It was basically my Labor Day Hey grand opening website deal. I had 25% off. Um, but if you do see something on my website, which I have linked below in the description, if you do see something you like, um, reach out to me and I may be able to, grab a code and see if I can input a code. Because I think I can only have so many codes running at one time. So just reach out to me and see if I have room for another code and I might be able to do something, help you out a little bit. Okay. I hope y'all have a wonderful day and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.